ladies. What message is your food giving you? I'm Lisa Dahl, intuitive eating and body image health coach, and I now take support women to break free from dieting so that they too can be happy, healthy, and confident at any size. In this video, I'm going to share with you how emotional eating is actually not the evil thing that we all think it is. I know it sounds crazy, but bear with me. If you like this video, please share it with another woman who may be struggling with her relationship to food and body. So let's dive in. Emotional eating. We have all been taught that it is horrible. It leaves us feeling guilty, shameful. We feel stuffed, all those negative things. What would it feel like if I told you that your emotional eating is actually your gift? I hope I have your attention. Emotional eating is actually a gift, and I know it sounds crazy. It is the messenger. It is the messenger that is telling you that something else is going on with you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that you have an unmet need that is not being addressed. And that food is kind of saying like, hey, wake up. There's something going on inside. And we think that whatever we're eating is going to fix it. And it's going to soothe our emotions for a few minutes, except that it hasn't really addressed the bigger problem, the thing that is making you go for the food. So I would like for you to think about food as being the messenger of an unmet need. And when we shift from judgment to curiosity, we can start to unpack those bags of what is creating those harmful or negative emotions that are causing us to quote unquote emotional eat. And I'd like to share with you a few things to help you make the connection between what you're feeling and the actions in which you're taking. So first of all, our emotions exist for a reason. They're not good or bad. They are the messenger that something is going on within you. When you can make the connection to what you are feeling and your food choice, that is a big bridge that you're starting to connect. When you are feeling sad, angry, lonely, down, whatever it is, you find yourself in the cookie box. When it is beautiful out and you have community and connection and you're feeling great, perhaps you are not going for food, or you're going to foods that make you feel better about your food choices. I'm going to stay away from foods being good or bad, just like our emotions are neither good or bad. What are your choices telling you? The second thing that I want you to connect the dots with is that our emotions are our compass, our guide. So when you land in the cookie box, where are you coming from? What has been the acts? What has transpired before you got there? So on that beautiful day, our destination could have been someplace really positive and uplifting. If we're having a challenging day, our guide lands us in a negative rabbit hole. So notice the destination of what your food choices are looking like and start to connect them to your emotions. Now here comes the harder part, is naming your emotion. And I refer this to learning to speak body. Think back to when you were younger and you were in school and we had to learn a foreign language, French, German, Spanish, whatever it is. There was vocabulary that we had to learn. We had to learn the ABCs. We had to learn 1, 2, 3, how to order food, just simple conversational things. When was the last time you checked in with your body to understand your language? We often will say, oh, I have a pit in my stomach. I am so angry or stressed or whatever it is. Trying to dig a little bit deeper. Kind of those words are bucket words. Thinking about, do you feel let down? Are you frustrated? Do you feel betrayed by somebody? Naming the emotion, and the more strategic or the greater ability you have to name that emotion gives you your superpower, because that starts to tell you, oh, this is what's really making me XYZ, and this is why I land in the cookie box or the pint of ice cream or whatever your go-to is. And I don't want you to feel guilt or shameful for whatever those things are. Imagine if you didn't have any tools to get through your stressful situation. We're talking about learning to create awareness and to expand that toolkit. And the last thought I'd love to leave you with is that we are emotional human beings. Every one of us is emotional. And I'd like you to think about who is around you when you are going for a walk or in the store, or your children, your spouse, your partner, and really look at their face, look at their eyes. How many times do you say, oh, what's going on? Are you okay? And they say, oh, I'm fine. No, nothing to worry about. And we like to hide our thoughts and our emotions from ourselves as well as from others. When we do that, we don't have the ability to accept or to offer ourselves compassion on what's going on. You're compassionate when you're asking somebody, hey, are you okay? When was the last time you said, hey, to yourself, are you okay? What is that emotion? Learning to accept the fact that we are all emotional human beings and that our emotions aren't good or bad or right or wrong. They are just telling us that something is going on, that we have perhaps an unmet need. So to recap, emotional eating is not the evil that we have thought it to be. So the next time you find yourself in the cookie box, think about, what is that gift? What is that message trying to tell you? How do you learn how to connect with yourself? Our emotions, even when they're unpleasant, are telling us something. And the last thing is that we are all emotional human beings. So the sooner that we can all learn to accept our own emotions as well as those around us, the more peaceful that we're going to be. So if you are ready to unpack your connection with emotional eating and the food and the messages that you are getting, it's time for us to talk. I would love to learn more about you and how to support you in your health and wellness journey. Be sure to click that calendar link, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks for watching.